Hey, it's Randytbird out here in Arizona on a beautiful October morning. Day off from work today. Beautiful day. It's going to be the coolest day of the week. The weather has been stubbornly holding on to high 90s and low 100s most of the month, and today it's only supposed to be 88 or something like that. So right now it's very comfortable. So I'm out for a ride. Been crazy busy at work and picked up extra shift. We cover some absences or some turnover at work, so I've been keeping busy with that. And between that and the music stuff, been a very busy man. Yeah, I'm not sure I ever wanted to be quite this busy, but you know what? It keeps me out of trouble. So, but today it's just a ride, and we are getting started today. It's a Thursday morning. It's probably about 70 or 72 degrees. It's really nice out. Looks like the car lot's finally starting to get some new cars again. More stuff I can't afford. I hope y'all have been doing well and getting out on your bikes for the last part of summer in some part of the country, and the beginning for us here down in Arizona. So it's finally getting to where you can ride without absolutely bursting into flame. So that's cool. My career with the motorcycle shop, the Desert Wind Harley Davidson, is kicking off pretty good. I got through my first month pretty well. Sold several bikes and building some relationships, making some people happy. You know, that's the spice of life right there. So, but just want to get out of the city for a little bit today, yeah, because it starts all over again tomorrow for the weekend and everything. If you're in town, come down and see me. We got events going on all weekend. So at Desert Wind Harley Davidson in Mesa, Arizona. But yeah, come down and hang out with me, man. So if you've been, ladies, men, whomever is in the Phoenix, Arizona, come down and say hi. Anyway, I'm just getting started. I'll record a little bit more later, and we'll talk to you soon. Hey, it's Randy. I'm back on a Thursday morning, October 12th, 2023. Can you believe where the year's gone already? Gorgeous morning out here in Arizona. A little hazy, probably because of the heat trapped in the smog layer. That'll blow out this afternoon. Be nice and clear. Just a gorgeous morning. Great to be out on the Dyna today. You know, I've been riding the Dyna a lot lately. I was thinking about here just a little while ago is what kind of Harley series bikes or generation bikes have I put the most miles on? And I gotta say that I probably did the most miles on Evos. I had like 3 of them over time, and I had an FXR I put nearly 100,000 miles on, and I had another Dyna Super Glide back in the early 2000s that I put about 38,000 miles on. I also had an 86 Heritage Softail way back in 87. I only kept it about a year, put about 20,000 on it. You know, I spent a lot of time on Evos, and they're great motors. I guess second would be probably the twin cams, because I've had several of them, and they're awesome too. And then the M8s, well, they go without saying. It's tremendous design, tremendous motor, but I'm still, at this point in my life, I haven't been able to get out as much as I used to. And so long term, you know, I've had a couple of them. They're awesome bikes, but the most was definitely Evos. I did put a fair amount of miles on Shovelheads and Sportsters as well, and not to mention Triumphs that I rode back in the 90s. But yeah, the Evos probably took it all, you know, and very reliable motorcycles. That's the motor that saved Harley Davidson from extinction, and was an awesome motor. It was everything the Shovelhead wasn't, and everything the Shovelhead was. Now I might get some pushback on that, but you know, basically it was kind of a reliable Shovelhead. Now that saying, I had several Shovelheads. Some were good, some were not so good, but they were all enjoyable to ride. I still think the best sounding motorcycle of all time is the Shovelhead motor. You get that loping idle, which just is incredible. And you know, that's pretty cool. I do miss the sound of the Shovelhead. If they could make the sound of a Shovelhead with an M8 reliability, that'd be really cool. But you never know what Harley's going to come up with. You know, they came up with this year with the CVO with the 121 variable valve timing motor. It makes a ton of horsepower. I've heard them run only in the showroom, and the guys that have bought them, they come back through the store. You know, I just hear them pull in. Most everybody's got stock exhaust on them still, so at any rate, you know, that's out, and we don't know how soon or if ever that technology will filter down to the other models from the CVOs. I mean, it pretty much has to, you know, but it's kind of a novel thing, the variable valve timing. It allows for like a 20-degree swing and cam timing, so it just kind of keeps you in that sweet spot all the time. So I think it's going to be a good motor. That looks good too, and being liquid cooled, you know, that turns a lot of people off, but you know, you can't really tell. I mean, it's still got the fins, it's still oil cooled and liquid cooled. The radiator sits down low. It's not a huge radiator, so pretty cool, really. So we'll see what happens in the next couple model years. Rode my Triumph to work last Sunday just to get a rise out of all my Harley guys at work, and that's kind of funny. Came in making lots of noise and stuff, and one of the guys that works there has got a big inch motor, and we left at the same time, and he gave it a big handful of throttle and zipped away from me. And I told him next time I seen him, I said, you know, that bike of mine sounds badass, but it's not nearly as badass as it sounds. So anyway, it was just a chuckle. Yeah, he did that just to kind of showed me there, so it was a little poke back at me. It was cool. I continue to meet interesting people at work. When I say interesting, that's some good and some bad. I mean, I've met some awesome people and heard some great stories from people, met some great people, and met some strange people too. You know, that's a little weird. You know, I guess that's cross-section of life, but I spend more time talking to people now than I used to, so that's different. You know, had some good events there and some things going on. Keeps me busy, keeps me around motorcycles, which was my plan in life. So also thinking about, you know, getting older and stuff, and what I'm going to do when I'm too old to ride a Harley Davidson. Well, I think I got a plan for that. I'm just going to get a smaller bike, but I'm going to stay riding as long as my body will let me. I met a couple guys that are in their late 70s, still riding a lot, and that's encouraging. You know, I've also met some people that are younger than me that look terrible. You know, so I guess it's all the way your life goes. But, you know, mortality is a thing. You know, when you get older, you think about it. You know, I feel pretty good yet. I had a medical exam here not long ago. All my stuff is normal, and I hate to say if it's normal for a guy my age or just normal in general, but I'll take normal in general. So it's cool. You know, got through another year, and no more medications or any of that stuff. So I take a very small amount of medication for blood pressure. Just keeps everything under control, and that's good. So, what do you guys plans for fall? I mean, it's coming up. It's here actually. Northern Arizona temperatures in the 30s at night, so it's getting chilly up there in the evenings. So the people are still riding. People are coming out of the woodwork now. I've never seen so many people coming into the store to buy batteries was crazy. I mean, people, I guess, that had them down for the summer. You know, some people just can't deal with the heat, and I can appreciate that. It was brutal. I rode every month of the summer, every week, and it was a hard one. You know, I get out real early in the morning, but you know, 118 degrees is just it's not tolerable. I was out one day on a test ride, 117 degrees, and yeah, that was tough. We came back, both of us were only a little short 3-mile loop, but we both came back just completely dehydrated. So fortunately, my guys there, they had water waiting for us, and went on with it, and a gentleman bought a bike, so it was cool. Got a shout out to my folks up in Canada, Chad Grenier, Harley Girl. Hey, that tour pack looks good on your bike. And Chad, I know you're putting it up for the winter, but you know, I'll try to keep you entertained through the winter when you're snowbound up there. So I'll send you some sunny videos up there your way. So I appreciate your support, man. You've been around since almost the beginning. And also Flinch out there in Ohio or Indiana or wherever he lives, right on the border there, you know. Hey, bike's looking great, man. I enjoyed your videos about the Indian Larry thing in New York. It's something I doubt I'll ever get to, but it looked like a lot of fun. And so I enjoy your cantankerous, unrepentant videos. So here's to you, man. It smells like smoke in the air out here. They must be on a fire somewhere. Maybe that's what's causing the haze. Just a little bit of a hint of burning grass or brush. We got through the summer without any massive major fires. We did have several others. And the way the climate seems to be changing, or at least the weather here in last year, it's always a threat out here for fire. One of the areas that I go to for one of my rest stops, the Sycamore Creek trailhead, they burned there for a second time in 3 years, and now all the foliage that's right there off of the parking area is all burned up, which is kind of sad. If you looked at my older videos, you'll see that there was much greener there, but for the most part, we survived it. Red Mountain ahead, looking good as always. Just love that mountain. You can see that mountain coming up from the south, from Tucson. You can see that mountain probably 50 miles away on a clear day, and it looks like it's straight north, but you're actually headed northeast. As the road from Tucson, when you're headed back to Phoenix, goes to the northwest. So Tucson being 2,200 feet elevation approximately, is about 1,000 feet higher than the Phoenix Valley up here, the Metro Valley. And it's so gradual that you don't really realize that you're going uphill, but anyway, or downhill, depending on which direction you're going. But I digress. Anyway, this is Randytbird out here in sunny Arizona on a beautiful October day. I hope everything is well with all of you. If you haven't subscribed, please do. We're rolling along, knocking on the door of 1,100 right now, and that's awesome. I'm humbled, and I enjoy reading your comments and conversing with you folks from around the world. So if you haven't subscribed, please do. It's free, it's painless, takes a second. So this is Randytbird out here in Arizona, and we will talk to you again.